The nation's governors gather in Washington this week as the Trump administration continues to reshape the federal workforce, and several people are dead in Kentucky after powerful storms swept across the South over the weekend. Good morning. I'm Corva Coleman from NPR News, and here are today's top stories. Russia says it is sending top diplomats to Saudi Arabia to meet U.S. officials to talk about the war in Ukraine. The Kremlin says they'll also discuss today a potential meeting between President Trump and President Putin. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has arrived in Saudi Arabia, but the State Department has not publicly released an agenda or said with whom Rubio is meeting. Ukrainian President Zelensky says his country must have a role in any peace talks, and European nations are saying the same thing. So NPR's Eleanor Beardsley reports leaders of 8 European nations and the head of NATO are gathering in Paris today for their own meeting on Ukraine.
On the agenda is increasing military spending, which might mean discarding long-established EU limits on budget deficits and authorizing massive spending. They will speak of how to guarantee any peace. In an editorial in a British newspaper yesterday, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer said Britain would be ready to send troops to ensure a peace deal. This morning, Sweden said it too could send troops, and France has also said it would send troops.
NPR's Eleanor Beardsley reporting. The nation's governors are gathering in Washington this week. NPR's Deepa Shivaram reports this comes as several states have sued the Trump administration over its efforts to reshape the federal government and workforce.
Thousands of government employees, including probationary workers or recent hires, are getting laid off as billionaire Elon Musk tries to cut government spending with his unit, the Department of Government Efficiency. Speaking alongside Musk, President Trump says DOGE has found billions of dollars in waste and fraud, but didn't provide evidence for where those numbers are coming from. The website for DOGE says receipts for, quote, savings are coming over the weekend, but haven't been posted. 14 states sued Trump and Musk for Musk's, quote, unchecked power over the government and its workforce. The White House, for its part, says that Musk is complying with federal laws. Deepa Shivaram, NPR News.
Powerful storms in the South killed 10 people over the weekend. 9 people died in Kentucky and another person perished in Georgia. Widespread flooding in Kentucky is expected to continue today. From member station WEKU, Shepard Snyder has more.
The National Weather Service says river levels across the region were already high after a round of precipitation early last week. Meteorologist Alex Vorst says Saturday's rainfall worsened the situation.
We throw anywhere from 4 to 5, 6 inches of rain on top of what was already high water issues anyways. And it just really culminated in widespread flooding.
NWS reports central and western Kentucky got the heaviest rainfall. Communities in the eastern Kentucky mountains have also been affected, including denser population centers like Hazard and Pikeville. For NPR News, I'm Shepard Snyder in Lexington, Kentucky.
You're listening to NPR News from Washington.